All right, let's look at the, let's go to gold, please. Okay, gold. All right, unemployment claims comes out every Thursday, and you can use the JaySignal automated arrow system to pop you in these trades. This is a pre-market trade, and this is a news trade on the news release. You can take these arrows right on the news release. It's been nailing quite a bit of trades in pretty much all the markets, even trading the currencies like this also with news. But if you look at it, the reason these arrows, the combination of what I have going here, I have Elliot wave, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cycle. What I'm trying to do with JaySignal is catch this third and fifth wave. The easy way to know that you're on a third or fifth wave is this. When you get this big trend change, big red arrow pops up, and it just came from a recent high or recent low, you know you're coming down into a two-leg counter move up and a third wave down on the next arrow. Then you have another counter move back up. Then you know you're in a fifth wave cycle down. We're trying to catch these two waves on JaySignal. We're trying to catch wave 3, and we're trying to catch wave 5. These are the two biggest waves on Elliott wave. These are called impulse waves. All right, this theory's been around since 1930, and it's still working today on catching these markets on these moves. So there's wave 1. You get the trend change. 2 is a counter move back up. So the easiest thing for you to think about, when you get that red trend change, you think sell the Fibonacci dots when they pop up for leg 3 with the arrow. Then as long as the fourth wave, you go down, if it breaks back up, if you're still short the market, let this run a run. Obviously, coming to news, you want to bail, but normally you just let it run. But you know that wave 5 is coming. As long as this high is not taken out, it's got to set a lower high. As long as that high is not taken out and you get another arrow right there after wave 3, after your first arrow comes after a trend change, that's a wave 3, you know you're until wave 5. Now, typically, wave 3s are the largest impulse wave, but 5s can be big too. 3s and 5s is what you want to concentrate on. So what I want you to get used to is looking for a wave 3 and a wave 5 with these arrows. Now, these arrows automatically plot on your charts. Automatically. Okay? So all we got to do is make sure we look for a wave. Once that red arrow pops up, you know you're into a 2-wave up, going into the third leg. So that first retracement, I keep preaching to you traders, the first retracement's the best. First retracement's the best after a trend change. That should be your wave 3. And as long as that next arrow pops up, if it's a lower high than that third leg, that's a wave 5. That cannot set a higher high than your first arrow. If it does, you are not into a wave 5. It's probably going to break through the high and go up. You want to stay away from that trade. But as long as that is a lower high from wave 3, you got a qualified Elliott wave. Okay? It's the best thing. That's the easiest way to look at it. All right? Now go over to crude oil, sorry. Crude oil. Traders asked me yesterday, okay, Wednesdays at 10:30. Wednesday it's 10:30. We got crude oil inventories at 10:30. It's a great economic barometer of as far as crude goes. So it really lets you get into some big moves on crude oil. Now, what happened yesterday is this. Crude oil, there's the oil inventory release at 10:30 right here, 10:30. You're allowed to take the arrows after inventory reports, just like it did on crude oil today, on the wave 5, and just like it did here. You're allowed to take that. It happened at 10:37, 7 minutes after the news report, and nailed the exact low. All right, gave us a nice big move to the upside. It was a huge move after inventories. And the arrow-based system caught it. It's the only one that came up. The only one that came up right there. Now, some of you got a hold of that. I saw you post in the room. Congratulations. That's exactly how you trade it. Okay. Now the 3 sim caught it right at the 10:30. I know that's too fast for some of you, but this wasn't fast at all. It gave you about 7-minute heads up on it. But that's what we're trying to do. Is I suggest you put a 5 and a 3 sim next to each other. Okay. Gerald, go over to gold one more time on the black charts. Every Thursday, I give you 2 levels to look at on unemployment claims every Thursday. And before the unemployment claims got released, we were sitting right here. Right there's where we were sitting, right in price. There's where we were sitting in price, right here. I gave you 2 levels. I gave you a sell level and a buy level. And what I do is this. The sell level I gave up here at 1303. The buy level I gave at 1296. Just nailed the exact low. We'll be doing this all year long and nailing these lows and highs on gold. Look how my low nailed the exact low. Let me show you how to do this. How did I come up with that? These black charts are gorgeous for unemployment claims on Thursday. It's notorious. Sometimes we get the exact tick. Sometimes that some of you long-term members have seen it. It's pretty amazing how these black charts can really help you out. What I do is this. There's my sell level if I got up to it. When news was posted, here's my buy level. How did I catch that low? What I do is this on unemployment claims every Thursday, and I do the same thing with crude oil inventories. How did I call that out at 1296? And the low was actually, what was the low? The low was 1295.90. I missed it by 1 tick. That happens pretty much on a consistent basis. I'm within a few ticks. And I was all the way up here at 12.99. I was 20 ticks away and missed it by 1 tick. How can I do that? What I do is this on the black charts. Let's go over the black charts, and Gerald, you shut this off. I look at this big, long chart right here. This tells me price profile, and this chart over the left tells me volume profile. I can project support and resistance wherever there's overlapping indicators. Market profiles in the green, LVA, red's the HVA, just like my ninja charts. My hedge fund is my green dash line to buy, red dash line to sell. And then these red and blue thick lines are major support or resistance. So what I noticed is I had a stacked level. Look at this, 3 times confluence at 1296. So I picked the lowest one, which was 1296 pre-news. I picked the highest confluence level at 1303 pre-news. So I said pre-news, when we pop, if we go straight up, sell 1303. If we go straight down, right, if it's not a big blast down, just a slow moving down, which it was, nice slow move down, you can buy 1296. Now, how do you get in that trade? Right when it gets to 1296, our proprietary Renko bar is great to enter trades. So what you do is, what you can do on that is, let me show you, is you can look for a doji or spinning top right when you come within 2 ticks of my number. So it's 1296. You come within 2 ticks of my number. You wait for a doji or spinning top. My spinning top will be blue. Doji will be a plus sign. If it closes above that high, that's your entry. We just nailed the exact low pre-market, knowing that that's the exact bar to get into right there. The exact bar. We do it every Thursday. Right there, we give 2 levels. I give you a buy or sell level. Whichever one it hits, I don't care. It doesn't matter. As long as I get a pull-in bar, I'm good to go. We did it again. Pre-market. So we knew this pre-market. 1296 was a buy. 1303 was a sell. 1295.90 was a low. Missed it by 1 tick. We're dead nuts right on it. Okay, so that's how we do unemployment claims. We look at the black, that's how these black charts help us out. Now Ninja Trade, this is a standalone system by itself, right? With the JaySignal, you can just trade this all by itself. These black charts, there's a place for them when you know how to trade them, because they give you stacked levels. When you see a stacked level of 2 indicators overlapping each other and you get the arrows or pull-in bar, you got yourself a trade. It's very, very simple to execute. It's very, very leading. Okay? Now, if you look, go back to crude oil, Gerald, I'm going to shut this off. Crude oil market profile. Market profile, hit again, HVA. A long time frame. Made this market go down. That's what's making this market go down a little bit. But that long time frame, you want to put that beside it. It's a very, very good way to trade because you look at the long time frame, guys, it's so dynamic. I mean, it just gets me crazy giddy when I see this. We're now batting 89% over the last week and a couple days. On the 5-sim Renko, check these buy signals out. Buy, sell, 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 buy, sell, caught the sell here. Look at the accuracy of that. Just under 90% accuracy over the last week on the 5-sim Renko on a 23-hour chart. Almost 89% accuracy. That's pretty darn good. You know, we're using a 5, but you can see how the 5-sim catches these big trades. Gorgeous. All right. Now, when we have a loser, because we will have losers, right? If you get short this on the 5-sim Renko, let me go to the stops again because you got to know where the stops is because it should get stopped out. If you enter that trade on the arrow, your stop is here at 1303. Your stop is not here at 1303.16. It's right here. So if you would have got short that arrow on your 5-sim Renko like I teach you traders to do, and it goes back up here, and it closes above 103, not the wicks, you got to stop yourself out. Okay? Go back to crude oil again, Gerald. Gold. And we're going to shut this off. Now gold, remember, we have the Elliot wave sell, the number 3 here, and number 5 with the news. Nailed it. Then we had what's called my number 1 buy. My number 1 buy is the first test of market profile, my black charts. With the number 1. So that's your setups this morning on crude oil. Caught the exact low. That's the number I gave you pre-market. Nailed it. We were 20 ticks away. I said 1296 is the buy, 1303 is the sell. That's based upon my stacked area on my black charts. JaySignal nailed it. 1, 2. Gave you the out to get out here on the runner if you want to get out also.